a game of throwing ability and physical talent, running talent. It's a strategic game, and on a windy day like this, field position is everything.
And the upwind point is really the key. And we have seen one upwind.
Nice long throw. Solid trying to track that down. Russ McDonald just a little bit behind the disc. BFC's call.
It was actually a great idea, though. He was wide open. The throw was just a little bit ahead of him.
It was a lovely throw. Sun's come out for a bit.
And Solid is going to, you see they're trapping them now on the sidelines, forcing to the sidelines.
Right, that's a zone defense. Kenny Alexander throws it forward, Miriam Habibi. Sean Hart, no, that's Kenny Alexander with the disc. Andrew Batchelor catches it. Unfortunately, the throw was in the grass. Looks like Chambers will pick up the disc for Solid.
So he is going to handle.
Pat L'Esperance on the mark. It's a long throw into the end zone.
And Nikki has just come back from having her first child. So she's playing really well. Like I said, this Solid's a team of
experienced players.
Yes, wily veterans, as they call them. They use their brains, not their brawn anymore.
Braxton's cut into the end zone was very good. Beat the defender, went deep. Looked like it was close to the back of the field, but she brought it in apparently.
Now you have to have, just like most sports, you have to have both feet in bounds. Or sorry, one foot in bounds.
I'm sorry, it looks like she was out of bounds. It's a turnover.
Yeah. There's that cup again, trying to get it out.
Pass to Miriam Habibi.
That whole idea is to move that cup around so the cup gets a little tired.
Andrew Batchelor to Pat L'Esperance. Alexander with the disc. Centers to Andrew Batchelor. Forward to Pat Esperance. Esperance to Alexander.
Excellent give and go.
That's a beautiful give and go. New guard on the disc. New guard to Habibi. Habibi taking a little risk, pulling that down with one hand.
Nice grab, Batch.
Big catch by Andrew Batchelor.
A lot of times you have to save those dump passes because you never know where they're going to go, and you pretty much have to catch that
and
pass.
there's a pass forward up the line. That's Pat L'Esperance with the catch. The throw was by, couldn't quite see because of the crowd on the sideline. Solid calls a timeout. Scores 4-1, I think.
That was an excellent display of their speed. Solid put a cup on them. They were trying to contain them. They moved it back and forth. They got some people upfield, passed it to them, and then once then the cup sort of caught up to the game and moved it forward, and then that fast pass in the end zone.
BFC used their speed in the midfield, sliced up the defense. Lovely movement. That's winning form. We saw in the replay there that Chambers had a little bit of fun with L'Esperance after the catch. This is a spirit tournament, and Ultimate is a spirited game. Sometimes players will do a little playful shoving, playful hugging after a good play, and that was definitely a good play.
And most of these players play each other all the time. I mean, it's not a huge, it's actually the world's largest community here in Ottawa, but still very small community. 5,000
players, I believe, between 4,500 and 5,000 players playing Ultimate, something like 400 teams in the summer.
And there's a fall league and then also a winter, so it's 365 days of the year.
Ultimate all year round. In the winter, some people do play outdoor, of course, but indoor is the more comfortable game.
Well, you get very comfortable indoors, but there's no wind. It's very easy to throw the disc.
Right.
And then when players come out in the spring, they realize that, oh, I have to put more spin on the disc.
Now, Rob, what do you think Solid is talking about in their huddle there?
Well, I think that they have to go. They're obviously the athleticism of Bytown Flatball Club. They're going to move very quickly, so they have to put that. That's why they're going with the zone defenses, because they don't think they can mark up them straight up. So I think what they're talking about is how to contain them a little bit more, how to contain that disc, so they don't have those breakups, and then also on defense is to get the D. And to turn it over very quickly, because that's where they're going to score their points. Because if Bytown gets the cup on or gets their defense on, it's going to be a different story, and it's going to be much harder for them to move the disc.
I think that's a fair assessment. I was just noticing from the replay that it was Shannon Watt who put the disc forward for BFC into the hands of Pat L'Esperance for that point.
But they did utilize their speed there. It's so fast that we can't even follow it.
The give and go, which is the quick passing between two players as they march down the field before the defenders have a chance to mark them. That was a very typical sort of strength, a very typical sort of play for the BFC's team, and one of their strengths for sure.
So we should see a longer pull from Dave Milks this time, because the wind has died down a little bit, and the wind is at his back slightly.
That's Jamie Collins running onto the field for BFC.
So in ultimate, the substitutions are not during a point. It's
Unless
only when a point is scored, unless there's an injury, of course.
In the event of an injury, the injured player is substituted, and the other team has the option to substitute as well.
Right. You got to make it fair. Ultimate has been